back with another video. And yes, I am wearing the same thing as in the last video because this video is being recorded in the same day. So you might ask, what is this video about? Because I have no idea what I'm going to title this video or what I'm going to make the thumbnail as. But basically, I am going to give an update because, as you guys know, if you're keeping up with everything, I posted a video about how I caught the coronavirus and some of my symptoms and how that was for me. But I absolutely did not like that video one bit because I didn't really explain things in detail, and I also I didn't like the video in general. Like, it was just really bad. But I'm not going to delete the other video because it's actually the most viewed video on my channel at this specific point in time. So let's begin. So basically, the way COVID came into my life was not because, oh, I'm just young, dumb, stupid, just partying and being out places. It was the exact opposite, actually. So my girlfriend works at a daycare. The particular daycare that my girlfriend was at was not requiring them to wear masks. And their excuse for this was, oh, we're checking temperatures at the door. So that's how we're gonna detect if these kids are sick or not. But obviously, especially when you're at a young age, many people are just asymptomatic. And a fever is not the only symptom of COVID. And if they didn't have a fever, they were allowed in the daycare. So basically, end of story. The case got through the daycare. It was given to my girlfriend, who was not wearing a mask. And so that's the origin of how it came to us. Again, we weren't doing nothing dumb or nothing we weren't supposed to. And so basically, after that, randomly one day my girlfriend came down with very minimal symptoms. Basically, it was just, oh, I got a runny nose, oh, I'm real congested, oh, head hurts, stuff like that. She just blew it off saying that it was just a cold, stuff like that. And something told me on the deep inside, like, hey, I need to be worried about this. Like, something deeper than just a cold is going on. And again, I want to apologize for anybody who just doesn't like just watching somebody sit down and talk, because that's basically all this video is going to be. And randomly, like, of course, she's my girlfriend, so we just proceeded like normal, like just not wearing masks around each other at home. And then, like, I would still give her a kiss or whatever because she's my girlfriend. And eventually, I got sick. And I'm definitely COVID free. I've been tested 2 or 3 times already after this, and so has she. So we are COVID free 100%. But basically, after this, I ended up getting sick. And when I got sick, it was a heck of a lot worse than it was with her. Basically, I had, like, on a scale of 10, I had an 11 for a headache. Like, that's how bad it was. My nose was real runny and congested all the time. My throat hurt a whole lot. My whole entire upper body was always sore. Like, it just hurt for no reason. And I would just be laying there in bed because it hurt so badly. And eventually, after dealing with this for such a long time, and I had a horrible cough too. After dealing with this for such a long time, I eventually decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the hospital. I got tested for the flu and a strep throat, a whole bunch of other things. But then they're like, hey, it's none of these, so you should probably go somewhere else to get a coronavirus test, because the specific hospital that I went to, I didn't actually know that they didn't do COVID tests, or I really wouldn't have gone there to begin with. And I got the COVID test from them, or from the next place, which was just a regular urgent care. Turned out positive, so of course I went and did my quarantine. And basically, as the days went on, I it like fluctuates, like your symptoms. It's so weird. Like you can be perfectly good one day, then the next day be feeling like you're dying and need to be in a hospital bed and bedridden, and then you can feel perfectly fine. Like, it's so weird. My experience was very weird, and it was like my shortness of breath was so bad that even me like tossing and turning or moving around the bed would make me like gasp for air, and me just walking from the room to the restroom, because of course I was quarantining and I wasn't going anywhere, but even just me doing stuff like that would make me gasp for air. And everybody says wait 10 to 14 days to get tested, but me and my girlfriend were really anxious, and we figured, hey, you had symptoms a little while before, and my girlfriend had symptoms even further before that. So on our 10th day after being positive, it was actually my 11th day. On the 11th day after being positive, we went and got retested, and we tested negative, which was just a relief, because it's not like we're trying to go out and do a whole bunch of things, but we just want to have the freedom to at least leave the house, basically. So it was wonderful finding out that we were negative. And of course, one thing I didn't say, my girlfriend got tested the next day, because all this stuff with me in the hospital and the urgent care was at night. She got tested the next day, found out that she was positive as well. And thankfully, since I work for CVS Health, I was actually able to get paid for the time that I missed. I was out a whole 14 days, because even after my 10th day, when I tested negative, I still was not feeling the greatest. And I actually was able to get paid, which was a wonderful thing. I can say, during the aftermath, like after I was tested negative multiple times, I don't know if this is related to coronavirus or not, but I have had a hard time like remembering things, or like I've had to think really like extra hard just to do like simple things. Does that make sense? And that may or may not be associated with the coronavirus. And also my breathing, that I feel like has been kind of weird recently. Again, nobody really knows what's up with this virus, or what the virus causes, or the long-term effects of the virus, but my symptoms can really be anything. And also, and again, just to apologize to anybody, this video may not be much better than my other one, but I just wanted to try and explain things more in detail, because my previous video on this matter wasn't the greatest, and I know that, so I'm trying to just explain stuff and get this video out by just sitting here and talking to you guys. And obviously I know y'all might be more entertained if I was out doing something, or if I was out just really doing anything, but I wanted to explain this because I know a lot of people are getting the virus, and a lot of people are having questions about the virus and what to look for and what to think. One thing that I can recommend is, if you have any of the symptoms, 99% of the time your insurance is going to just fully cover the test. So you might as well just go get the coronavirus test or the COVID test, just to make sure you're safe. And again, make sure to wear some type of face covering anywhere you go, because I know you might be thinking that, oh, it's not that serious, or it's not that big of a deal if I was to get the virus. Yes, it is a huge deal. So please take this seriously, so that way the virus can eventually be like the flu, where we don't have to do all this quarantining stuff, and we don't have to do all the social distancing stuff, and we can have full football stadiums, and we can have full basketball arenas, and we can get back to life as normal. Because I don't know about you guys, but I miss life as normal. That is what I'm missing, and I don't want this to be the new normal in life, because this is kind of ridiculous if you really think about it. Just having to remember this everywhere we go, and not really being able to do anything like fun, like go to amusement parks or do anything, you know. So please take this seriously. And if you get a job, and if you have a job where they don't require you to wear masks, you can still wear one and stop the spread of the virus. Honestly, this has turned into me just ranting, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, and I am out.